Hello, hello. This message is for the collective for Saturday. Wow, I was going to say April. For July, July 20th. I almost said April 20th. So then I had to double check that I was saying the right date. Wow. Oh my goodness. That was a little dysfunctional. Which actually is a perfect segue into the meditation because that is what it's about, dysfunction and function. So I'm going to just jump right in. So just be sure to like and subscribe if you like my videos and comment if it resonates for you. I love hearing from everyone and creating a beautiful, supportive community. And with that, let's get right into it. While I was meditating, I heard the words dysfunction and function. And then I was being shown like sustainability. So basically, the opposite of dysfunctional situations is sustainable situations, right? Uh, Tower card type energy. Um, Making your life sustainable is kind of a necessity at this point. Look, this. Sorry, there's more coming in. I'm hearing work hard or work smart, not hard. Okay, back to what I was going to say. Look at the time, resources, love, care, those types of things that you put into your life and assess where you are putting as much in as you're getting out. Okay. Yeah, whether you're receiving as much as you're putting in. Maybe not every day, but certainly the majority. Like you have to think about week, month, that kind of thing. If you're giving too much and not getting enough in return, that is not sustainable, right? That's not the long haul sustainability. Okay, that is a dysfunctional situation. That is dysfunction, not function. Okay, this this collective reading is basically about your work, like your daily work, not vocation, like not job, not career, right? It's about okay, they're telling me to move on from that point. Okay. So assess your work environment, or your environment in general. But for example, let's say work environment. So if you're assessing your work environment, and besides the money and the professional like path that you're going down, you typically in jobs and in careers will connect with people, karmic or otherwise, but you're designed to kind of bump into people, right? And they teach you lessons in different aspects, and they either help you with your function or your dysfunction, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing comrade. So like when you've been in work environments where it's like a real family oriented place and everyone is helping each other, everyone's laughing and having a great time, but they're still getting the work done. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm so sorry. That might be a confirmation for somebody. Somebody might work outside. I just got like the smell of wood dust in my nose, and I'm inside, so that makes no sense. But anyway, but yeah, maybe you work in a family setting or have worked in a family type energy where everyone helps each other and you flourish in the work environment. And then you've been put in a new environment where everybody's out for themselves and nobody helps each other. And it's just a lot of work. And more is being piled onto you, piled onto you, piled onto you. And you're doing more and more and more. And it doesn't feel very reciprocal. That's not a sustainable way of living, whether or not it's the career you want. It's not sustainable. When you have a healthy environment that's reciprocal, and the attitudes, like the energy behind it, is supportive and nurturing, that makes all the difference. I'm hearing, watch where you put your mind. What does that mean? Watch where you put your mind. Fear, anxiety. Oh, okay. So, yeah, watch where you put your mind. So, watch what you're saying to yourself. Watch what you're telling yourself. This can put you in a loop, a mental loop of to be quite honest, as soon as I started saying loop, I was shown a child on one of those like spinning merry-go-rounds, where you hold on and it just like spins and spins and it spins really fast. Do they still have those at playgrounds? I haven't seen them. But they were pretty, I was flung off a few when I was younger. But anyway, it's like you're spinning, 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 and then you step off and you're so disorientated and you're like falling over. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting, is this like, just be careful what you tell yourself, because you can get into this loop, you can get into this like spin, and then you can kind of set everything off around you within your environment, in your life, in this disorientation. Let me know if that resonates, because that's an interesting way of explaining. Strange. So maybe somebody's out there that has been on one of those like spin things and totally understands what I'm talking about. It's so weird. Okay. Moving on. Okay, so this pertains to the mind thing again. But more body related. So our mind can play tricks on us. Like, it can be in anxiety and in fear when we're not taking care of our body. Okay? When we're not taking care of our body and our mind, that loop can kind of happen. So what I'm seeing is these not big, but these plates of healthy foods. Actually, what I'm specifically seeing is stuffed bell peppers, lots of colorful foods, but very like natural, not a lot of, not like overcooked or burnt, or like just really in tight, like in, yeah, feeding your mind. So they're pleasant to look at, and they're pleasant to like think about, as well as good for your body. That's really weird. I have to say that this collective reading is, well, like I said in the beginning, dysfunctional. It's a little kind of like, wait, I'm trying to grasp my equilibrium almost. And again, it comes back to that spinning thing. Like, I'm trying to, when you come off of one of those things and you're really dizzy and you're trying to like walk the path in front of you, you're all over the place. You can't hardly even see the path. And that's the feeling that I'm getting with this meditation, is trying to line myself up with the trajectory of the reading, and it's like over here, over here, over here, over here. So this could be very well where your mind is that sporadic, all over your environment, your home life, your life in general can feel very like a ping pong ball, just back and forth and just kind of all over the place. So looking at your habits, food, activity, maybe you're doing too much and maybe it's time to take a moment to just breathe. Something that I like to say to my toddler as we're learning emotional regulation is smell the flower, blow out the candle, and just take a moment. It really works, actually. I just want to say, so if you take anything away from that reading or this reading, then take that away. Smell the flower, blow out the candle, because it works. Worry can give you the illusion that you're taking care of business, but it doesn't actually further your goals. So what I mean by that is like worry, you can think of 100 different scenarios. And then you think of solutions for all of those 100 different scenarios. And then when it comes down to the actual moment, you might be right about one of those scenarios, or you might not be right at all. So it's almost like you're busying yourself with coming up with solutions for these worries or these thoughts, and they're not even going to happen. And so you're spending all of your time and you're feeling productive or like you're taking care of things, when in actuality you're just exhausting yourself, spinning in a circle. Creator and my guides are wanting to say you can create a beautiful and sustaining, functional life. And not functional like just functioning, I mean like actual functioning. I mean like beautiful and sustaining life. But it's about balance. It's about balance. All right, let's get into the cards. That was a little bit of a longer one. Okay. The Tower. Dysfunction. This is like the epitome of dysfunction. Dysfunctional situations, unbalanced situations need to end. If it comes back out in the actual reading, then I'm sorry, but you're not even going to get like a choice for these things to end. It's going to happen. Something could happen that will cause these things to end and shift. Whether it's like you decide to quit your job and find a new one that has more work-life balance, whatever it is. And just quitting eating junk food, and now you're eating these appealing, colorful meals that are actually good for you, as well as like working out or whatever. Excuse me. Ace of Wands. Something new is coming in that is going to fulfill you with a fire, right? With that passion, with that intensity. The Hanged Man. Again, this gives me that energy of like disorientation. Looking at things in a different way or a new perspective, or not being able to look at things a certain way. You know, coming off of that playground wheel thing and not being able to focus your eyes on one particular thing. This creates a dizziness in a different way. When you're hanging upside down, all the blood rushes to your head. You're looking at things in a different way. Yes. But it's still creating that kind of lightheaded dizziness. Because as soon as you get upright, you'll do that wobble and lightheadedness. 8 of Wands. That's very quick. Moving out of this quickly. Moving out of the disorientation quickly. Righting yourself. You create a beautiful and sustainability, sustenance. You can create a beautiful and sustainable life. The power's within you. Yeah. The Moon. You just have to see it. The power is within you. You just have to see it. You just have to be open to it. You have to your guides, Creator and your guides are guiding you. Again, I'm being drawn back to this like playground ride, and you come off and you're so dizzy and you're stumbling all over the place and you can't keep yourself on the path. But now I'm seeing your friend, your guide's Creator, they're standing by you and they grab your arm and they say, this way, come with us. Come with us. You are being guided. They're showing you the way. They're showing you until you can see it, is what it is. They're showing you until your eyes finally start to focus. Reciprocity. We were just talking about that. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, things are coming into focus for you. You're recognizing, you're focusing on the things that will bring you reciprocity. You were guided to this section. You were guided out of dysfunction. You were guided out of this dizzy phase, this convoluted, hazy fogginess. You were guided out of it into a more focused place. Yeah. This is mental anxiety, fear, confusion. You're being guided out of it. You're leaving it behind. It wasn't serving you. It wasn't serving your life. It was too much. It's too much. Wow. Yeah. Okay. The Devil. It was way too much. And it was almost like you were getting into this analysis paralysis, this constantly, this obsessive thought process, this obsessive thought, anxiety and fear and ruminating, which was causing you to go into a spin. But your guides and Creator, they're like, we got you. Here, take our hand. We'll help you out of this. King of Cups. We will help you out of the murky waters. He is sitting there. He's not in the water. You're not in the water anymore. You are now in a position. You're now in a position that allows for more emotional fulfillment. Way less anxiety, way less stress, way less worry, and more emotional fulfillment. more balance, more emotional balance. Knight of Swords. I like it. I think this is so interesting because the Knight of Swords, he's fast paced and he's moving. And he's moving towards this king. And this king is sitting here and he's looking at this Knight of Swords. And he is totally and completely unfazed. So it's almost like this, you'll have another kind of like test. I don't want to say test, but you'll have something that comes in that before would have put you into this worry spin, into this anxiety spin. That's what this reminds me of. This reminds me of that thing that goes around and you get dizzy. And that's this energy, and it's like coming back, but because you're in this place of emotional stability and emotional maturity, you're stable. This mental worry, this spinning is not going to affect you. You're looking at it like, oh, hey, you're back? Okay. And it's like you're playing chicken with the Knight of Swords. Well, you're going to stay put and the Knight of Swords is going to rip around you. You know, like they're not staying. It's not even going to, they're not even going to touch you because he's going to hit the water and the horse is going to be like, yeah, no, I'm not swimming out to you. Thanks. Bye. You know, like the mental anxiety and spinning that has been your constant is not going to be your constant anymore. You're coming out of it. You're focusing. You're getting clarity. You are creating a sustainable life, a beautiful, sustainable life. Water makes up like, I don't know the exact percentage of humans and of Earth, but it makes up the vast majority. And it is literally our life force, our life water, right? Water is sustainability. Oh my goodness, King of Wands. Yes, yes, I love this for you. Okay. My collective. I think you'll have to go and check out. Don't quote me. I'm pretty sure, and the King of Cups, I believe, came out in Leo's reading for August. And the King of Wands came out for, or no, sorry. I think the King of Cups came out for Virgo. That's it. King of Cups came out for Virgo's reading at the end. And the King of Wands was in Leo's reading at the end. Or was it Libra? Or both? It could have been both. Doesn't matter. If you feel called to watch, maybe some of you are Leos and Virgos and Libras, but if you feel called to watch one of them, King of Cups came out at the end for Virgo. And that's the one I'm being kind of called for. The meditation was on water and sitting by water, I believe, for Virgo. Renewal is what that one was about, I believe. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure King of Wands came out in this position for Leo. Could have been Libra, but I'm pretty sure it's Leo. So if you feel called to watch those videos, I do recommend it because there is something in there for you. The King of Wands. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze again. Oh. And I keep smelling that kind of wood chips dust smell. Anyway, the King of Wands is passionate, is a manifester. He hold on, I'm picking up something. I'm hearing something about pets. He's a very caring individual. And I find here you have emotion and you have passion here. You are a very caring individual. And there is this magic that happens for you, my collective, when you have the emotional sustainability, the maturity, and the passion. When you put them together, you have water and fire, right? The balance. Got balance here. When you put them together, you have this unyielding, emotionally charged manifestation. And when you have an emotionally and passionately charged, like when you have an emotionally charged passion, there is no room for dysfunction. There's no room for not being focused. You are focused. The clarity is there, right? Because it is it's emotionally charged passion, which means you have so much riding on it. And so the focus and the clarity is there. Your guides, creator, they are guiding you into that focused intent, to your path, to the career, to the family, to the new town, city, whatever it is. They are guiding you into the focus and getting you out of this constant anxiety spinning wheel, this worry spin wheel, this obsessive anxiety or excessive worry. And they're putting you on the path for you to get into a focus, to get into that stability of emotion and stability of body and mind, the balance of all three, to be able to go in and go after everything that you'd ever desire. And you're going to be emotionally charged with it. You're going to be, and not in a bad way, you're going to be emotionally stable. You're mature. But you recognize that your passions and your light and your manifestations require an emotional charge. And the reason behind that is because it will allow you to do what you need to do in your regular family life, in your friends' life, in your work life. If you are passionate about all aspects of your life, it will be balanced. And that's where this emotional charge comes in. You have to be emotionally connected. There's a difference between emotionally connected and being ran by your emotions. The King of Cups is not run by his emotions. He is emotional maturity. He's not being run by his emotions. He can make a head over heart decision if he needs to, when it is important, when it is required. The King of Wands and the King of Cups are a balance of their passions and their emotions. And with the maturity that the King of Cups comes with, you don't get the intensity or the aggressiveness that the King of Wands can bring. The King of Cups has his own dark sides as well, but in this particular reading, those are not coming up in where the placement that he is in. And the King of Wands isn't in a bad state either. Having them together, having them looking at each other, having them balance each other out. You know where your passions lie. You know where your emotions are. It's time to do it. It's time to focus. It's time to continue with that clarity and create a beautiful and sustained life. No more dysfunction and worry. Wow. All right, collective. I feel all the messages that needed to be said today have come out. Let me know if this resonates for you. If it doesn't, or some of it didn't and some of it did, that's how it works. There's always some little tidbit in the readings that is for you if you've been called to watch. So do let me know. Hit the like and subscribe. It does help me out. And again, comment if it resonates. I love hearing people's stories and where they are in their life journey. I want to build a supportive community. So let me know. And I do read all my comments and I try to respond to all of them. And with that, I will wish you a lovely Saturday and I will see you next time. All my love, all my best. Bye.